about grifters. I heard a comment recently from these guys called Revenge of the Cis, CIS, nominally right-wing podcast, I guess. I never heard of them before. I listened to about maybe a half hour, 45 minutes of their stuff. It seems alright. It's kind of funny. There was a guy who said something that I found interesting, if not false. He said, the alt-right have destroyed what could have been the last chance to reconstruct the country. Well, no, I don't think that's right. The alt-right, who didn't see these people as snake oil salesmen from the very beginning? Do you think that Mike Cernovich is gonna, say anything? What did Mike Cernovich have to say that's profound? He's just some guy with a bunch of followers somehow. He probably bought. That was, got on Trump's bandwagon after a bunch of other people did. Him and like Bill Mitchell and all these people that are just, they have nothing to say. Cernovich got, after Trump got elected, and then they fired one of his, what the fuck was that guy's name? That Italian, they fired him after like an hour, or like a day. That Mooch guy, Scaramucci, or whatever the fuck his name is. Cernovich got really mad. So that was like his source or whatever, I think. So he got shut out. And then he turned on Trump and he got mad. So there's nothing genuine about Mike Cernovich. A guy who sells a book. You don't know who he is, but he's got a self-help book. And he's got fucking literal snake oil. Gorilla mind pills. You just listen to him talk and you know he's lying. He's like one of those people, they'll lie to your face, you know they're lying, they know you're lying, but they still lie. Like, what do you do with those people? That is Mike Cernovich. And then a bunch of other people got kind of attached to him, like Teddy Spaghetti, Vox Day. I really never listened to Vox Day because he's boring. He doesn't have anything interesting to say. He's a pseudo-intellectual. And he got mad at me and blocked me on Twitter for making fun of Cernovich. Cernovich said something just so absolutely ridiculous that I had to call it out. And then Vox Day blocked me. I think it was on one of his, was it a Periscope stream? I think it was on. I tried to listen to this guy on a Periscope stream, and I couldn't handle it because he was just essing Mike Cernovich's D so much. Like, this guy doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. Mike Cernovich is a fucking national disgrace. He was on 60 Minutes. He is the guy who they named as fake news. Because he is fake news. He made up a story that Hillary Clinton had Parkinson's. He claimed that a doctor had diagnosed Hillary Clinton with Parkinson's. This is what he claimed. So CNN just fucking destroyed him. Or CNN, 60 Minutes. CBS absolutely destroyed him. And it was the funniest thing ever because he did an immediate Periscope cope stream. And it was just fucking hilarious watching this dumb fuck. Because you just knew this guy, who thought this guy is serious? Come on. And then Cernovich said something like, the FBI has a file on all you guys who went to Charlottesville. They have a file on all of you. The FBI has a file on all of you. Like, no, the FBI doesn't. Dumb fuck. That's what the government's got that many resources. But he just has no idea how anything works. He thinks like the government is spying on these fucking losers in the alt-right that go to Charlottesville. the FBI's got a file on all you guys that are in there. Well, they don't, you fucking retard. They get doxxed by Antifa. Antifa, these spurgs, go dox them and find out, where they live and shit. It's not the FBI, you idiot. The FBI went after these guys that were starting shit from California, the Rise Above movement. There's like 4 of them. And now they got their case dismissed. Because it was some, typical government worker with nothing to do. The FBI is, like every other government organization, it's a complete waste. 80% of them should be fired because they don't do anything. They can't make it in public life, so they just always be a government worker. They do make work all day long. So this is a make work project to go get a white nationalist from Charlottesville. But they had their eyes on him from some other shit that happened before. That's why they had him. The FBI doesn't have a file on fucking Baked Alaska. For fuck's sake. The guy, I can't stand people who just flat out know that they lie to you, they know they're lying, and they just think they're so intelligent that they can just get away with it. Just a fucking loser. I can't stand him. So Vox Day got mad at me for pointing this obvious falsehood out. Like the FBI has enough resources to just, there's somebody on the alt-right beat, on every single one of these guys. That's like, oh, who is this? They're monitoring, all these guys. Now, this is not to say that the FBI doesn't infiltrate these neo-Nazi groups, because we know that they do. And this is not to say that there's not something going on there. Because Christopher Cantwell obviously admitted to talking to the FBI. But this is because these guys call him. Cantwell brought it on. It's not like the FBI doesn't have like hundreds of people, going after Griper accounts. They just fucking shut up. They have to have a justification for doing something. They're not doing that. There's Antifa that is doing this. Antifa goes out and doxes these people and whatever. It's not the fucking FBI, you idiot. Or they're going to bring federal charges on Baked Alaska for being a racist. And Mike just said this because he wanted to be the king. He wanted to be the king of the Grifters. This is after he told people not to go to Charlottesville, which is a good thing. I give him that. Because he knew the seediness of the people that were going there. Like the Traditional Workers' Party. All these neo-Nazi grifters, the League of the South. These goofball white nationalist clowns. It was the biggest fucking disaster in the history of disasters for a political movement. You have Mike Enoch and Richard Spencer to thank for that. For completely destroying the alt-right for what it was. But it's not like the alt-light is any better. The alt-light, they kind of like, they did their high fives and like, yeah, now the Nazis are out of the Trump movement. And, now they're getting their ass handed to them. Steven Crowder for making a ridiculously stupid shirt. Who can handle listening to Steven Crowder? These milk toast. Oh, I'm so edgy, I'm on the right. Basic bitch conservatives. But the thing of it is, the reason they're successful is because liberals can't handle basic bitch conservatism. So, basically all your neo-Nazi guys that are trying to quote-unquote move the Overton window, they don't even need to do that. Like, they're only just exposing themselves to liability by doing this. Everything is about the J's and the N, the K's, we gotta say all these. We gotta go this exto thing. Because that'll be cool, and we'll get all the grifters on our side, or the Grifters. We got all the Spurgs on our side. The Spurgs don't have any fucking money. So I don't know what you're doing. What was I saying? What was my point to this? Did I have a point? Make fun of Mike Cernovich. Oh, grifters in general. Yeah, so now that Lauren Southern's getting shut down, shocker, Lauren Southern didn't really believe what she was saying. Oh no, that's fucking hard to believe. She's like palling around with, or at least meeting with, Hope Not Hate. Why would you even talk to them? Somebody called Hope Not Hate, like the British version of Antifa. Why would you even do that? She's letting these two homosexuals, well, who could have saw that coming? Completely rip her off thousands of dollars. Ripped off Tommy Robinson, who's like, okay. Can you say controlled opposition? You went to prison for a week. Whatever, I have no beef with it, whatever. It's like you're sort of, anti-Islam. I guess, let's say this. The Tommy Robinson is at least doing something. As ineffectual and kind of cringy as it is, at least he's doing something. Who on the American right is doing anything except selling fucking snake oil? That is my point to this. Like, there's nobody on the right that's actually being effective. And there never was. We were hoping that the alt-right was going to be something. But the only people that were not selling shit, like the effectual people that weren't trying to sell shit, got kicked off. So they just picked them off one by one, the most effective ones. And then that was it. They all went to Gab and nobody cared. And then what are you left with? You know, think of like a river bottom in a calm. Or think of an ocean beach. You've got all kinds. You've got big material, you've got small material, you've got all that shit. But then the big fucking wave comes and washes away anybody who says, fuck this, I'm out, I don't want to get my life ruined. I see what's going on. Or the fucking, after the fucking neo-Nazis decide to have their Charlottesville Goon March. And then they have another Goon March like a couple weeks after that. And then you got this idiot Mike Enoch. Whenever he gets around a camera, he's got to throw up a Roman salute. These fucking morons who think they're going to rehabilitate Hitler to the American population. After years and years of anti-Nazi propaganda, you're going to rehabilitate Hitler. You dumb shit. With a racist internet radio podcast. So then they just decide to spurg out, put up Nazi flags and Roman salutes, and they just ruin everything. So that big tidal wave comes, like, okay, that's enough of this shit. And they think that they're going to actually rehabilitate neo-Nazism. And I thought it was a joke. Everybody thought it was a joke. Like, yeah, right. There's the alt-right isn't neo-Nazi. There's no real neo-Nazis. The only real neo-Nazis are the ones that are basically government agents. We all know this. This is a joke. You got these losers on Stormfront. You got your Dr. David Duke. But this is just such an infinitesimal percentage of these people on what was the alt-right. This is a fucking joke. Is there even a KKK anymore? Like, come on. That's why Anglin made that joke at Ferguson, the University of Missouri. He made a joke on Twitter that the KKK was there and everybody freaked out. It was hilarious. So that's what it should have been. It should have stated that, but nope. We got Mike Enoch needs the attention. Richard Spencer needs the attention so bad because they're fucking women. So they got to run this Charlottesville thing into the ground. And then that's it. Then there's the tidal wave. Then anyone with a fucking anything to lose, says, fuck this, I'm out. We're retreating. I'm not going to get my life ruined for a fucking politician. I don't care if, whoever. And the only ones left are the only pebbles left of the beach are people like Cernovich and Enoch, Richard Spencer, and even they get fucking humiliated and disgraced because they're fucking retards. They single-handedly ruined the whole thing. And then all of a sudden the alt-right is all full of Nazis. And because they actually found some, then they just point to everybody and say, you're a Nazi and you're out. And then they can make the reasonable correlation. That's what they don't understand. You can actually make a reasonable correlation then, after you fucking retards did your Charlottesville stunt. So if somebody says they're on the alt-right, that means there is a reasonable relation to these neo-Nazi losers, these goon marchers. And you keep it having their fucking goon marches, and anybody who talks badly against them gets fucking their life ruined by the alt-right. By the alt-right. Ricky Vaughn said this is fucking stupid, and then he's doxxed. Paul fucking Nealon. Oh. What just a repulsive person. Paul Nealon is he's like a 70s, he's like the white villain from a 70s blaxploitation film. He's like actually racist, All these darkies, we're gonna kill them all. Fuck you, you dunce. You live in Wisconsin. Alcoholics, 80% of the population is fucking alcoholic. But they're the people with the head up their ass the largest is fucking Wisconsin. Oh, the Packers are great. They're like racist, but they adore a football team. And they'll fucking do anything to support the team. Fucking losers. Where was I going again? I lost my train of thought again. Thought of Paul Nealon repulsed me. So the only people that are left are grifters. And the alt-right kind of rejoiced a little bit, like, yeah, we got the Nazis out. No, you're the fucking Nazi too, dipshit. Steven Crowder annoys a homosexual Hispanic on Twitter. And I can't believe it. I can't believe the double standards, man. Really, you can't believe that. Since, the conservatives have been whining about double standards for about 20 years. Ever since Fox News basically showed up in the mid-90s. That's all the fucking network was, oh, look at these double standards. And you don't do anything about it. You do nothing about it. These grifters won't do anything about anything. They just sell their books and their fucking boner pills and, snake oil, and that's it. And when the left saw something that they didn't like in the 60s and 70s, they did something about it. Now, you may say that they had pretty significant help from, which is true. That's true. But I mean, they didn't have the internet. So they had to communicate somehow. And what does the right do? How does the right communicate? They just get super chats. They're gonna start a movement on super chats. I laugh when guys like, Chief Power Bottom Evan McLaren says we're gonna build our own networks. We have our networks. No, okay, he's got the right idea, but you're not gonna do it because you're a dumb shit. You dumb fuckers believe that you could rehabilitate Hitler. You're gonna get shut down. You're not fucking starting any networks. These other fucking LARPing losers, like that Joaquin jackass, basically talking like a Civil War general. You have to put your life on the line, man. Nobody's putting their life on the line. This is talking about politics. This is ultimately, you have to understand that you don't have control of this shit. You have to move incrementally. immediately put your life on the line. Put your life on the line for what? For Richard Spencer? For heel turn? For the gas station? You're not, just because you say you're like saving the white race, it doesn't mean it's happening. You're not really doing that. You're not really doing anything. You're just being a fucking spurg. And you're trying to cash out on other spurgs. Everybody sees what you're fucking doing. You're not really doing anything. So the chief power bottom, Evan McLaren, is the right idea. But it's like, you're not the guy to do it, buddy. You've been tarnished. You needed to do that before you did this fucking Charlottesville stunt. Before you decided to come out as a neo-Nazi. Before you palled around with Mike Enoch and Christopher Cantwell, the most disgusting, despicable human being that, you could possibly imagine. Let's get the most repulsive figure we could fucking possibly see, and let's put him on our show. Christopher Cantwell. This guy who looks like a fucking gargoyle. The fucking crying Nazi. The literal, I'm gonna be a National Socialist. And he goes to Charlottesville. He's got 7 fucking guns on him, like he's Rambo. I'm gonna shoot the communists. The communists got me. You fucking loser. He's gonna take on Antifa with his 8 weapons that he's probably never fired in his life. Well, he did. He fired one at the American flag. I forgot that. He's got his radio set where he's got all his guns out as props. Anybody who knows firearms knows that you're supposed to make sure these things don't rust. You have to take good care of, at least if they're good, if they're quality firearms. You want to keep them in a cabinet, keep them oiled so they don't rust, so they stay usable. But this fucking idiot has them out as props. Fuck you fucking idiot. He's got 7 different monitors, all the tiny little monitors too. He looks like he's trying to be, Scarface with his huge security system. The communists are coming to get me. He has all these tiny little monitors because he can't afford a big one. He has to get the ones from Walmart. Imagine Chris Cantwell and his beady little head, with a shopping cart full of $20 monitors. That's for my show. I'm a communist. The radical agenda. And that's the guy that you pal around with. Because you have nobody else. There's nobody else as repulsive as Mike Enoch. As repulsive as Christopher Cantwell. So this is what they do. They all pal around now. Because they're the only ones left. Anyone with a fucking brain and a sense of, holy fuck, I gotta get the hell out of here. Or the ones that can do something else. People with something to lose. Fuck this. I'm out. I'm not dying for these fucking retards. I'm not getting my life ruined so I can say dumb shit and get super chats. So these figs are the only ones left. These figs. And now even, so nobody thought, did anybody think the alt-right was going to do anything? Everybody saw them as grifters. So this movement was never going anywhere. Because the fucking stupid stunts were bound to happen for these people. And the only question is whether or not it was spearheaded by Deep State. That's really the only question. And some people say that there is no question about it, but who knows? Maybe not. I don't know. Does it matter? It doesn't fucking matter, does it? It doesn't matter that if these people are funded by the government or not. They're still shitty people. And it's over. So yeah, you gotta start doing networking and things like that, but fucking it's not gonna be the chief power bottom Evan McLaren. It's not gonna be these fucking Nazi spurgs. We're effed, basically. We're effed.